Maturing is realizing that solitude is your best friend. Everyone at one point in their life finds themselves in a place where they're alone. Maybe friends have departed or they feel lonely, perhaps. And it's definitely a place where I've felt lately. Yet, I've been able to make a transformation in my mind at how I view this state of being alone, which is solitude. And I think it's an amazing opportunity for one to grow and fully understand themselves. Because at the end of the day, you are what you are a reflection of. So if you don't understand yourself, how can you understand what you want to have around you? And vice versa. The people that you have around you have an impact on you. So you need to have an understanding of yourself. So it's one of those things that you never quite figure out yourself. You are constantly evolving, you are constantly growing, and different factors come into place that change your idea of yourself, your self-identity. But the beautiful thing is that when you're alone, when you have these moments of solitude, it gives you a time of isolation. It gives you a chance to really spend some time with yourself, because it's really easy to get caught up in all the worries of our day-to-day lives, the things that we want to pursue, the people that we want to keep happy, and it's really easy to forget about ourselves, as crazy as that may sound. So, these moments of solitude are your greatest gift, because it's an opportunity for you to grow and figure out what you truly want for yourself, especially if you're a young person like myself. If you're anywhere close to the age of me, I'm 20 years old, but I think it doesn't matter how old you are or where you are in your life. We all have moments of solitude, and we need to learn how to embrace them. Because of course, we are human beings. We are tribal. We naturally feel a desire to want to be around something and someone, and that is perfectly okay. But it is about being productive and thinking positively when we are alone. Because not only will that make us feel better about ourselves, but when we are around other people, we'll be able to be our best self. We'll be able to, treat them with love and respect and compassion, because we'll be able to appreciate what they are, because we can appreciate ourselves. Just a quick thing that I've been thinking about. I've definitely been in a place in my life where I've had to be a little more isolated. It feels like certain friends I have outgrown or just naturally drifted away from. And that is, I think, a perfectly normal thing. Not everybody, all right, let me rephrase this. Different people play different roles in your life, and not everybody is meant to be in your life forever. You see, there's certain people who you'll be friends with for a couple months and they have a dramatic impact, and just like that, they fade away again. And the same thing, how you can have friends that you know them for a whole lifetime, and somehow, no matter what, they manage to stay with you and consistently have an impact. And that is God's beautiful way of creating different interactions and experiences in people that are in your life. So you see, as of lately, it's felt like I've been more isolated, and I only have a really few amount of people in my life who I communicate with on a day-to-day basis. And I certainly do feel, I get those feelings of loneliness for sure nowadays. But like I said, biggest thing is transforming my mindset to take advantage of this time of being alone and having a small group of people that are like-minded to me, and really figuring myself out and really working on myself. Because if I don't have me, then who do I have? And you should think exactly the same way about yourself, because you only have you. You have other people, but you only have you. You came in this world alone, and you're going to die alone. So you better get to know yourself. And yeah, like I was saying as well about just different relationships, I think one of the biggest things that we do is we dwell on things that didn't work out, relationships, of whether they're romantic or friendships, whatever the case. We dwell on things that didn't work out. But ultimately, if something is meant to be, it'll be. I was listening to this video the other day of this guy I found on YouTube. And he made the point how, your person, that lover that everyone seeks, that person will tolerate you and accept you for who you are. And in the past, those little mistakes that you made or disagreements that you had with a person that caused things to fall out or whatever the case, your person in the future will work that out with you no matter what, because they are attached to you on a level that is beyond physical. You can't, it's something you feel. It's not something you can see eye to eye. And yeah, that is just a divine connection. And I believe the same thing is with friendships, no matter what hardships you go through, that you'll always manage to make things work and figure something out. So different people play different roles in your life. Not everybody is meant to be around forever. And sometimes you just got to be able to look back at the things that maybe didn't work out and see why and what purpose did they serve. Because everything serves a purpose in your life. Everything is perfectly crafted to be when it happens. Everything happens so perfectly when it does. And it's up to you to make the most out of that. So these are just some late night thoughts that I had. If you connected in any way, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, Solitude, your best friend.